Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Today's topic: can Travis Hunter win the Heisman if, there's an if, Colorado goes 4-8 again? Now, please note, quick disclaimer, and I got a lot of heat for you guys. I got history I'm going to dive into. If there's ever been a Heisman winner who has had a losing record or even anything more than 4 losses at that, ever taken win the Heisman, we're going to get into that to see if it's actually possible, if it's been done before. But also as well, we're going to talk about the state of Colorado football. Stay to the end, because if you stay to the end, if you just hear something that I trigger you with and you start going back and forth on the keyboard, look, it's all good. I'll see you in the comment section, but I'm going to comment, watch to the end. So I'm going to ask you guys to watch to the end, hit dislike on this video, whatever you want, hit like, maybe you like it, I don't know. But let's get into it. Can Travis Hunter win the Heisman if Colorado goes 4-8 again? So congratulations, Colorado, getting the first W this season. North Dakota State University is no slouch of a program. They upset people. They upset teams every single year. So I knew this was going to be a tough game, but a couple things about this game. The trenches did not look good. It didn't look great for the D-line. They weren't able to get to the quarterback, and it did not look good for that O-line. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders for being a tough quarterback as well, too, who could stand in the pocket. He is a pure pocket quarterback, not really a great scrambler, if you ask me, but constantly having his eyes down the field. And because of that, we threw like 4 touchdowns, over 400 yards. He balled out. He played great. And Travis Hunter, look, guys, this is stats in game 1, okay? 7 receptions, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then 3 tackles on defense. Man, this guy's amazing. So obviously he is the most valuable player on that team and literally one of the best players in all of college football. Okay. Now I'm rooting for Colorado. I want them to do well, regardless of what you think about Coach Prime and your issues with him. This young man is special. You can't deny it. Even people who can't stand Colorado know that Travis Hunter is a special young man. So today's question again, can Travis Hunter win the Heisman if Colorado goes 4-8 again? I have a couple stats here, okay? Before I get to the final answer, I want to take and mention that there has, and this is not shocking, guys, since 1986, there's only been 3 Heisman winners with 3 losses. Only 3, okay, with 3 losses. And since, okay, so that's since 1986, okay. Now the Heisman initially started in 1935. That's when they started dishing out this amazing trophy for the best player in college football and what that ultimately represents, okay. Now there's a guy in 1956, and to answer your question, yes, it can be done with a losing record, but there's only been one person to do it in college football history, okay? Now, forgive me in advance, Packers fans, if I get this name wrong. He used to play for Notre Dame, Paul Hornung. He just passed away about 4 years ago, okay? This guy was amazing. He was a part of that Packers team that took and won the first ever Super Bowl. But once upon a time, he went 2-8. 2-8. What the heck do you have to do in college football to go 2-8 and still win the Heisman? Does like everybody got to stink? Man, this is insane. This guy was a great player and a thoroughbred baller. Don't get me wrong. Talent pool in 2024 and all the hormones and crap they put in the food. Trust me, talent pool is way more than it was in 1956. It's predominantly, let's be real, predominantly a white sport. And hey, tons of white guys who can ball out like crazy. I'm not saying that, but hey, the game was it wasn't the most diverse. It didn't have the best talent. Now we got the best talent, technology. I mean, there's so much there to give to the game. But Paul was a baller, guys. Watch this, and I'll post some of this on the screen. He led his team in passing, in rushing, in scoring, kickoff and punt returns. And that's just on offense. Oh, yeah, that's right, folks. Like Travis Hunter, I think Travis Hunter is a much better player than this guy, possibly. But I'll say this. He led his team in pass breakups and was second in interceptions and also as well tackles made. Okay, this guy was a baller. Again, 2 wins. Hey, Colorado doubled it. They go 4-8. So my answer to this is yes. But can it be done in 2024? Now, since the start of college football, there's only been 11 players who had 3 losses to ever win the Heisman. Okay, just 11. Okay, and then since 1986, there's only been 3. Okay, remember Heisman has been going on since 1935. Okay, so I think right now we're at 89 years of the Heisman Trophy. Having Heisman Trophy winners. But Paul Hornung, check him out, man. He was a great player. He was a great NFL player as well, too, from when the league first started. And you just have that Americana culture, man, of a guy who just, man, he got it out the mud, like the original guy to do it, kind of thing. Now, I want to take and mention a few guys, okay? And I'm going to answer the question because while, yes, it can be done, can it be done in 2024? That's my next question, okay? Now, let's talk about some of the people who won it. Let's start off with RG3, Baylor, 2011. Shout out to RG3, man. This guy is a dope analyst. I'm excited for his new podcast. Check that out if you get a chance. Now, 3 losses. This is an article on Yahoo Sports I'm reading. It says 3 losses mean different things to different programs. Baylor's 10-3 record in 2011 tied it for the most wins in a season in program history. Now, Griffin was pretty much the most volatile, he played the most vital role in the success of that program during that time. He threw for 3,998 yards and 36 touchdowns while adding 644 yards on the ground and 9 touchdowns that he ran in. Okay, that's a freaking Heisman to me. And on top of that, your impact on the program. A lot of people will say, hey, Travis Hunter has a huge impact on the program. Some people will say, oh, it's really it's Coach Prime, baby. It's Coach Prime. No, some people say Shedeur. I like Shedeur. A lot of people feel different. I like him. It's tough to appreciate him with the garbage O-line. It's looking garbage this year again, too, though I hope that changes. Let's talk about 1998, Ricky Williams. Again, another guy who was a part of a team with 3 losses. Okay, played for the University of Texas, and he played for Coach Mac Brown. He rushed for 2,124 yards, 27 touchdowns, and set 21 NCAA records. Okay, during that season, holy cow! Okay, he received 43% of his first place votes, the highest percentage in Heisman history at the time. My goodness. What do all these players have in common? They were directly responsible for the successes of their team. Directly, all 3 of them. And when I look at a guy like Travis Hunter, he can beat you in a slot. He can take and beat you on dig routes, post routes, running the seam. He is an amazing wide receiver. You can take and hit him on all kinds of trick plays. Curious, maybe he could throw the ball too, man. But if he has an impact like that for Colorado, I think he definitely deserves to win a Heisman, regardless how this team does. Okay, I totally think he does. And shout out to Shedeur because hey, it takes a quarterback to get him the ball. Okay, I'm going to dispel a few things. A lot of people say Shedeur sucks. He's trash. They just don't like him because he's a cocky young rich kid. A lot of people don't like cocky rich kids. I don't know. I grew up watching Richie Rich, man, the cartoon. He was pretty cool to me. I like Shedeur, man. I think he's all right. I like his family, but he's a guy who stands in the pocket and delivers the ball knowing he's going to get cream. He's literally one of the toughest freaking quarterbacks in all of college football, man. And he has the arm strength to take and do it. So, I think Travis Hunter, number 1, is the most valuable player on this team. Okay, he plays defense. He's very good at defense. I like him more as a wide receiver. Personally, I like him more as a receiver. Some of you guys like him more as a DB. It's so tough, but also what's the longevity in the NFL? I mean, these are grown men, the best of the best, the creme de la creme, if I said that correctly. That is the NFL for you, okay? College football is very different. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, he's playing against some great talent as well, too. So, okay, he's going to be leading the team in scoring and receiving yards and touchdowns. I see all that by the end of the year. I think Colorado at best, this is me being optimistic, wins 7 games at best. The O-line looked trash. I know they're figuring it out. They got a whole bunch of people transferred over. There's guys that are trying to develop. And I think for all of us, we just got to be more patient. But it's tough to be patient when Coach Prime is the coach. I'm just going to be honest with you. He sets these crazy expectations, and it's so freaking tough. You know what I mean? He has rappers perform. He had a Big X the Plug. You know what I mean? He performed before the game and stuff like that, right? Shout out to Big X the Plug. He's dope. But man, dude, it's tough. If your coach was more quiet, we'd be like, okay, hey, 4 wins is better than no wins the previous year, right? Obviously, I would like I think a successful year for Colorado personally is at least 6 wins. You make a bowl game, you win the bowl game. But this is a program that is still taking and developing. But if they get to 7, I think it's great. And I think if they can make it to, like, again, it's been done before, 2 wins. But also, let's be honest, guys, that was well over 50 years ago. Okay, that was 1956, for crying out freaking loud. Okay, so comment below. I need everybody to comment below, okay? Hit the bell for the alerts. Hit that subscribe button. Please support the channel, whether you agree with my talk points or disagree. Feel free to dislike and hit subscribe, but please be part of Touchdown Nation, man. We're a freedom of speech program, and you come on here, man. We're going to chop it up, man. I love you guys, whether you agree or disagree or not. It's all love. Please join Touchdown Nation. I appreciate you. Other than that, comment below. My prediction as of right now, before I end this episode, Travis Hunter wins the Heisman. I also think Colorado will take and win 6 games this year, which is better from the 4 games they had. This program still has a long way to go in the trenches, man. But I think they're going to run away with a couple victories, man. They have some tough challenges coming up, man. But comment below a couple things. Do you think he wins the Heisman? Can it be done again? And what's your record for Colorado? God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.